Good morning. Good morning. It's day 127. Yay! And a special shout out and thank you to Kristen for sending me this super cute flip chart. Now I can track my days of rebounding. So I'm going to put this over here while I bounce every day. We're going to see if it'll stay put. So I have to tell y'all a quick story before I start jumping. I put apple cider vinegar in this today. Tastes a little different. I am trying to. It's funny because hi, is that Sheila? Good morning, Sheila. I had to. I was talking to someone and saying, I never get sick. I haven't been sick in years. And then all of a sudden, what the universe wants to show me, you can get sick too. So I haven't fully gotten sick. I just have something in my throat. So 2 nights ago, I started popping my herbs. And so I'm popping my herbs right now, trying to get healthy and heal my macrophages and my lymphocytes and my all the stuff that I'm reading about. I don't really know what I'm talking about. These glasses are blurry. Okay, real quick before I start jumping, I want to tell y'all that today is day 127, and I went into my guest bedroom to pull out. This is an XL t-shirt, and although it's tight, it's a tight XL, and this is like a 1X jacket that I would not have worn when I was a 3X because of how fitted it is. It's like I'm going back into my old clothes and starting to wear my old workout clothes and stuff, which is perfect for spring because these are good colors for spring. And they're lighter, the sleeves aren't as long. So I'm having fun going back into my old closet, okay? But while I was there, I have to tell y'all, I decided to try on this size 16 dress that I plan on wearing one day to someone's wedding. I don't know whose wedding it's going to be, but I have 3 nephews, and so one of them is probably going to get married in the next, 10 years. And they're like in their 30s, and so it's probably going to be soon. So I need to get myself shrinked up to fit into that size 16 dress. And for the first, y'all, I went and just did a whole live about it. For the first time, that dress, even when I bought the dress never went over my hips right here. I couldn't pull it down, but I knew that when I was a size 16, it was a perfect shape for my body. So I bought the dress because it was cheap. It was like $20 at Ross. I mean, how can you find a wedding dress for $20? So that's why I bought it, because it was cheap. It was my style. It would look good on me. I had another dress just like it, but in a size 22. So I thought, oh, if I'm a 22 or if I'm a 16, I've got a dress for any wedding that comes up in the future. So y'all, I tried it on today and I was able to go over my hips all the way to the floor. First time that's happened. Why is that amazing? Because I'm not losing any pounds. I'm just recompositioning my body. How am I able to slide a size 16? So go watch the video. I have this much distance to shrink for the zipper to connect. It's like this wide, but it's all like in here. When I lose all of this, then the zipper will come together. And this is like really full. So, my boobs will definitely get smaller when I turn to a size 16. So that was fun. Y'all, I had fun and I wanted to document it because I've never zipped up that dress that far and I've never pulled it down over my hips, and my body's reconditioning. And it just helps me keep going. I'm on 127 and I can't get tired of this because this is supposed to be my new lifestyle. So speaking of new lifestyles, let's get jumping, okay? And you know what? I can't believe I just said jumping. I don't jump. We bounce. I bounced. We bounced. And I couldn't find my socks. I just pulled them off like minutes ago. So I don't know where they are. I'm going to try to light bounce, okay? All right, guys, let's get started. Alexa, give me a 1 minute timer. Alexa, give me a 1 minute timer. Alexa, give me a 5 minute timer. Okay. All right, guys. We are gonna get my bounce on. Gonna get my bounce on. Anyway, so I'm excited about bouncing today. See, guys, you gotta find some motivation that's inside your home, something that's tangible, something you can touch and feel and see your progress. You don't have to. That's just what works for me. And that's why I demonstrate it, because it's fun. I'm making the journey fun, because believe me, this journey gets really boring because it's the same thing every day. And so I've got to have some new stuff going on. Alexa, stop. I've got to have some new things going on. I've got to have some progress updates. I got to have some flip charts so I can turn the days over one by one. And this is so cute. My little calendar that Kristen bought me. I believe she got it on Amazon. If you want, I can link to it on Amazon. If anybody else wants a flip chart to count their days. So it's really a calendar, but it also has the way to count for the numbers. So anyway, I'm excited. Today is Monday, and we're going to have a great week. Yes, we had a great meetup last night. We're just getting to the point where we're just talking and sharing and connecting as friends. It's basically we're trying to motivate each other. We're trying to share information. We're trying to learn from each other. We've got some nurses and some, people who've had long-term health journeys, people who are doing alternative natural things, so we're all doing different things, but we're all kind of learning from each other when we share. So that's the fun part. I was talking about how I've been eating walnuts for my omega-3, and I have a little jar in my refrigerator, and it's in my refrigerator now because Judy called me and told me, don't leave your walnuts out on the counter because they'll go rancid. And I was like, okay. I never knew that. I didn't think about it, but it makes sense. They need to stay in a fresh environment. So just little tips like that, where people are helping each other, passing wisdom around. Wisdom's floating around the community, and, you can feel engaged. Sarah, Kristen and I have a three-way thread of text because all three of us are using the Lumen, and so we have our Lumen conversations. The Lumen is the little black CO2 reader that helps you, they say, hack your metabolism. And so, like this morning, I woke up a 1 in fat burn mode, and I haven't woken up with a 1 in fat burn mode since January 26th. And so it's exciting because when I went to sleep at like 11:30, I took my before sleep reading, and it said I was already in fat burn mode, but I was at 2. And sometimes when I've gone to bed at 2, I woke up at 4, carb burning. But today, when I went to bed at 2 last night, I woke up at 1. And so I'm like, okay, that's the way it's supposed to be. So it's just kind of fun to share in these journeys, in these things together with some other people of like mind who are working on the same track and the same path. and sharing that journey along the road with a little tribe. We're like a tribe of rebounders. And, we're in different cities. There's so many people in the world. I just encourage you to go find your tribe, find who lights you up when you get to talk to them, when you get to visit with them, when you get to share and hear about their day. Figure out who your tribe is and get connected, plugged in. Oh, my workout's already halfway over. Alexa, 5 more minutes. Okay, I'm going to turn and I'm going to do some marching. It's funny because these pants, I've been wearing them. They're cotton pants, and I can tell they're like a little bit looser. They're kind of hanging lower on my body, and they're a little bit tiny, little bit loose in the legs, like in between the legs, in that inner thigh area, and also in the butt area. And even though they're just cotton stretch pants, I've been wearing them when I was at my biggest, so they're all probably stretched out. So that's the good thing about cotton and stretch pants is you can wear them a lot longer. So today's Monday. I think it's day 64 for most everybody who started it on January 1. And we're tracking all the numbers. So I saw a juice company advertisement on my Facebook feed today, and it looks like a pretty cool juicer. And I was kind of in the mood for a juicer, just try out like some green juices. I'm not really going to be into the fruit juices because of the glucose, but the green juices. And I want to reach out to them and see if they want me to talk about their product and be an affiliate. So maybe I'll be able to get a juicer and then try it out and test it and see how it works. And we'll talk about it. I'll do demonstrations on my channel. Sometimes that kind of motivates me, to be able to record something that can be seen later. It's like documenting it so we can go back and learn from it later. Okay, so the final thing I wanted to talk about and mention, and here I am waiting till the end of the workout, is tomorrow around 11 a.m. Central, Tuesday, 11 a.m. Central, which is like, I think today's March 3rd, 4th, 5th. Okay, so March 5th, I guess. What is tomorrow? March 4th? I think it's March 5th, tomorrow. I think today's the 4th. I'm going to go out to the commercial hydroponic farm, and we're going to set up the tripod, and we're going to do live streaming. And I'm going to walk around and show y'all the future of farming. And my boss is way ahead of the future of farming. Even the university that I went to, which was A&M, Texas A&M, Agriculture and Mechanics Engineering, was the original university back in the 1800s. However, they weren't even doing the kind of vertical hydroponics we were doing. So all the professors came out to see what we were doing in Houston. Like in 2018, I think they came out. And it was a lot of fun to host my alma mater at the farm I was working at. I mean, when I went to college 30 years ago, I never thought I'd work for a farm. That was the furthest thing from my mind. But but life led me to the opportunity, and I learned about it. And now I love the idea of people getting aware and educated about the importance for survival purposes and for land usage purposes. I mean, you could just buy an acre of land and have a whole commercial business with one commercial farm. And you could do the same that, like lettuces, you could grow the same amount of lettuce that a farmer with 10 acres of land was doing in his dirt on his land in your 1 acre in the greenhouse. And the lettuces are big and beautiful and pretty and clean. They're clean. They don't have animal pooping on them or, humans touching them too much. Like when you have to harvest them from the ground and they're all dirty with dirt. Alexa, stop. Okay, my workout's over, guys. That's tomorrow at 11 Central. I'm going to go over there. So it'll be, I don't know if I'm going to actually, launch at 11 or if I'm going to just start around that time. Okay, here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Slay the day, slay the day. Blast off, blast off. Slay the day, slay the day. Blast off, blast off, blast off. Blast off your Monday. Day 127. I forgot I had a spring holding that thing down. It could have been worse, y'all. These live streams, you never know. You never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get. Okay. Okay, I was looking for my glasses. I found them. Let's do a little pounding. Who's on there? Judy. Hi, Judy. Judy, I'm on day 2 of the castor oil at night with the saran wrap. And of course, just like I expected, you were right. It is softening up and healing. I was going to wear my socks today, and I probably will once I find them. I have my castor oil socks. I was going to wear them. But when I had them on when I was trying on that dress, and I was like, I don't want these socks on while I'm demonstrating this dress. So, all right, guys, today is Monday. It's time to slay the day and knock out. Here, let's turn my little calendar. Day 127. I got that in the mail yesterday from Kristen. She sent that to me because she was going to use it to count her days. And so she bought one for me and sent it to me. Isn't that sweet? Y'all are so sweet, sending me gifts. Sheila sent me her celery book and offered to give it back to her. And Sheila, you can still have it back if you want it. But we're going to figure out if we can help heal the world with a new celery idea. I told Sheila about it last night when we were on the meetup together. So I'm going to learn more and I'm going to figure it out. And if we can, we're going to figure out a way to help people make eating celery easier, more digestible, and less mess. Can y'all figure out what I'm thinking about? I know Sheila can because I told her. Anyway, we'll see. We got to do tests. We have to do tests. So if it's your book, no need to send it back. Okay, thanks, Sheila. So I have to mix carrot juice with my celery. I can't take the celery by itself. I know it's tough, huh? Um, this my that yes. So because it's also, are you adding, Duty, are you adding the celery leaves with it? Because Sheila told me that people say the celery leaves are bitter. So if you're juicing your celery leaves, leave those out and see if it changes the flavor of the celery a little bit and less bitter. So we're gonna figure that out. Y'all, I still haven't made my tonic bombs. I need to make them because I'm having to juice, take all my herbs and work on my mitochondria here with my Organifi. Got to work on my throat. My phytochemicals. My body's phytoing something that I got, a little virus. So anyway, we're gonna talk more about nutrition at the farm. Initially, when he started the farm in 2017 or 2016? I can't remember. It was around 2016, the middle of 2016. I didn't join him until 2017. They were growing only microgreens, and they were only selling microgreens to restaurants. And if y'all know about microgreens, if you study and Google the nutritional benefits of microgreens, you'll find out that you can get up to 40 times more nutrition by eating the baby 2-week-old microgreen versus waiting for the celery to get all the way to that full stock and then eating it then. You get more nutrition because the nutrition exists in the seed and it exists when it grows. So getting it at 2 weeks old instead of 60 weeks old or whatever, 60, 80 days old or something, not 60 weeks, but like 80 days, however many days it takes to grow a whole celery. It's a long time because I have a celery stalk that I put in water and it's growing. And then I have a plant right here that I put in dirt and I'm not giving it good water. So it's not really growing well, but it's surviving. So I need to give it some more water to help it grow and thrive. But anyway, we grew microgreens in the beginning and then COVID happened. And all the restaurants shut down because of that. And we lost all of our customer base because we were not diversified. We were only serving restaurants. And so we had to turn around, regroup, figure out what we were going to grow that could feed the people of the world. And so we started making vegetable boxes and sending them to doors. We would drop off your vegetable box to the door. And I found this software called Barn to Door. I think it was called Barn to Door or Farm to Door. I can't remember. Barn to Door. Barn to Door sounds farm to door. I think it was Barn to Door. Anyway, I called them and they had a whole program where you could use the software and sell your boxes online. People could order them and then you could create a route and then you could go deliver the boxes in the city. So actually I am looking at maybe seeing if I can work for them now because I'm trying to get a job and I want to work in software and I want to work at home in software. So I've done that before. I've worked in software before and I understand it and want to do more of it. I like the tech industry. Unlike the medical industry, which I worked in for 7 years, tech is not life or death decisions. But when you're in medical, people's lives are at stake if you miss delivering some respiratory meds or something, and then it's very stressful to work in medical. So I got out of it and moved into tech. So, okay, Debbie's talking to us. Good morning. I actually like the flavor of celery juice, just to lazy to make it. Oh, right. Yeah, I understand. I know I should. I want to start growing microgreens. Debbie, I'll show y'all. We have a prototype. I have a microgreen home growing kit that we created, and we were going to sell them on Amazon, and I got all excited about it. But then they didn't have their quality assurance in place because I got a sample to grow. I mean, these microgreens were costing like $15 or something. I mean, they weren't cheap. They were a lot. And so I'm like, if you have to grow your own, they need to grow right. And so I put the water in the kit and the seeds did not grow to full abundance. And so I was asking my boss, like, what are the quality control measures y'all can put in place to make sure that everyone who gets every single package, the seeds grow right? Otherwise, you'll be doing lots of refunds. And so he had to go back to the drawing board and kind of figure out how can he guarantee that a seed that is a live being, once you put water on it and it comes alive, is guaranteed to produce the same result every single time. I mean, that's just what people are expecting. And unfortunately, with farming and with growing things and working with live organisms and stuff, like, it's not that predictable, guys. It's not that predictable. Farming is a bit tough industry. You could like have your whole crop growing for 60 days and you're just ready to sell all those lettuces. And then an infestation of thrifts come in and attack your farm. And all that 60 days worth of revenue gets eaten up by an insect. Because we were organic and we were not spraying heavy pesticides on the food. So we had to do natural measures to keep the infestations away and keep the food protected. Somebody's calling me. So anyway, I'm going to be at the farm tomorrow. That's why we're talking about the farm. And I'm going to do live streams and I'm going to show y'all what it's like to have farming and food growing near your home where you eat it. Because normally people are growing food over 60 miles away from the location and the destination of where people are eating the food. And that's not the greenest, most sustainable way to be growing your food. We need food closer to the places we're eating it. And when all the populations are swarming to the cities, we need to be able to grow food closer to the city. So that's kind of the idea and the solution. And I'm excited because he's got NASA behind him. He's got A&M supporting him, which is an agriculture university. He's got some local environmental groups supporting him, sustainability groups. So it's exciting. He's been working hard for like 6 years, and it's really tough to start something and be innovative and do something brand new and show the world how something can change. I feel like he's like Albert Einstein or something, and he's trying to, or what Ben Franklin, electricity, and Edison with the light bulb, like all these major players, who Tesla with battery technology, people who are trying to be change makers. It's not easy to be a change maker. It's a very difficult journey, and a lot of people come and go. But I honor and appreciate him for his stick-to-itiveness, because he really does believe in the way he's going to help solve a lot of problems. We used to say in our tagline, we're using space-age technology to solve real-world problems. So that was always fun. Have you ever heard of barefoot microgreens? They are supposed to be good. Wow, barefoot. No, I haven't. I'm going to ask Federico if he's heard of barefoot. He's been in the industry a lot longer, so somebody might have asked him. I'll Google it. Debbie, and find out what that is and see what you're talking about. But that's super interesting. So I'm gonna go walk Joy. I got my bounce in early. It's 9:10. I did I did a purple lavender wedding progress dress first look. I fit in it, 127 days. I finally fit into it enough to zip it up a little inch, but I got a lot more progress to go, and we're gonna see how that comes along and how that happens. Okay, we're going to see that journey unfold. As I continue to unfold the journey of my life, I plan on having as much joy as possible in my journey. So I'll go look up barefoot microgreens. Very interesting, Debbie. Thank you. And I hope your friend is doing okay too, your family that lost their daughter. So we're still sending prayers your way, her way, their way, for prayers for peace and to navigate the grief journey, which is tough, especially when it's unexpected. So, all right, guys, don't forget, be the joy you wish to see in the world. And I'll see you for the 5-minute bounce later on. Bye.